Hello. Have you ever wondered how some people speak English so fluently even if they've never left their home? Do you think they have a secret teacher? Or maybe they're just born with it? Well, let me share something with you. There is a secret. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll not only discover it, but also learn how to use it to change your life forever. Hi, everyone. My name is Lily, and I'm here to share something truly special with you. Today's topic is Master English Speaking at Home Proven Tips. While you're listening, we'll also learn some new words, how to make sentences, and even practice together in a fun and easy way. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll feel more confident and excited about speaking English than ever before. Imagine this: you're talking to someone in English, and the words just flow like water. No stopping, no thinking, no worrying about mistakes. Sounds like a dream, right? But trust me, it can be your reality. I know because I've been there too. There was a time when I felt nervous even saying hello in English. I thought people would laugh at me, or worse, ignore me. But then, something happened, a moment that changed everything. One evening, I was sitting in my room feeling frustrated. I had tried everything: grammar books, boring lessons, even talking to myself in the mirror. Nothing worked. Then, I saw a little bird outside my window. It was practicing its song over and over, even though no one was listening. And that's when it hit me: if this tiny bird could keep trying without fear, why couldn't I? So, I made a promise to myself I would practice English every day, no matter what. And not just practice, I would make it fun. That's the key, you see. Learning English doesn't have to be hard or boring. It can be like playing a game or listening to your favorite story. Now, let's talk about why this is important. Why should you master English speaking? Think about your dreams. Do you want a better job, to travel the world, or maybe just to make new friends? English is the door to all of that. Imagine walking into an interview and speaking confidently, or traveling to a new country and making friends easily. English gives you freedom to connect, to express, and to succeed. But it's not just about success. It's about your heart too. When you speak English, you're not just learning a language. You're learning to share your feelings, your thoughts, your stories with the world. And that's a beautiful thing, isn't it? So, let me ask you, are you ready to take that first step? Because I'm going to share some amazing tips with you. But first, let me tell you a little secret about one of my students, Alex. Alex was so shy he couldn't even say his name in English. But guess what? In just 1 month, he started speaking in full sentences. How? He followed a simple routine, one that I'm going to share with you right now. So, Alex's secret wasn't some expensive course or a magical solution. It was something so simple that anyone could do it. He turned his everyday routine into an English speaking practice. Let me explain. Every morning, Alex would start his day by talking to himself in English. Sound strange? Not at all. He would say things like, "Good morning, Alex. Today, I will eat breakfast. I will study for 1 hour. Then, I will go for a walk." These simple sentences became his way of warming up, like stretching before exercise. Then, while brushing his teeth or making tea, he would listen to English stories or podcasts. He didn't worry about understanding every word. Instead, he focused on how the words sounded, how people spoke with emotion, and how sentences were formed. Sometimes he would repeat what he heard, copying the tone and rhythm like he was an actor rehearsing a script. And here's where the magic happened. In the evenings, Alex created a talking hour for himself. He would pick a topic, like his day at work or his favorite movie, and talk about it for 5 minutes. He didn't care if he made mistakes. He just kept talking, pretending he was explaining something to a friend. At first, Alex felt silly. He even laughed at himself. But little by little, he noticed something amazing. His words started to come faster. His confidence grew. And soon, he wasn't just speaking to himself, he started talking to his coworkers in English. This is the beauty of practice. The more you try, the less scary it becomes. It's like learning to ride a bicycle. At first you wobble and fall, but with each try you get better until one day you're speeding down the road, feeling the wind in your hair. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Lily, I don't have time to do all of this. Let me tell you a little secret. You don't need hours. You just need to make small moments in your day count. For example, when you're cooking, name the ingredients in English. Tomato, onion, salt. When you're walking, describe what you see. I see a big tree. The sky is blue. The air feels cool. These little actions may seem small, but they add up. They train your brain to think in English. And that's the key, thinking in English. Once your mind starts working this way, speaking becomes natural, almost automatic. I remember another student of mine, Maya. She had a dream of traveling to the United States, but was too nervous to speak English. So, we created a challenge for her every day. She had to talk to one new person in English, even if it was just saying hello or asking for directions. At first, she was terrified. But with each conversation, her fear melted away. And when she finally visited the US, she was able to make friends and share her story. This is what I want for you too. I want you to feel free to speak without fear and to share your voice with the world, because your voice matters, your stories matter, and learning English is the bridge that helps you share them. Now let's try something fun together. Imagine you're introducing yourself to someone new. What would you say? Start with something simple. Hi, my name is your name. I am from your country. I like your hobby. Go ahead and practice this right now. Say it out loud. Don't worry about mistakes, they're just steps to success. So you might be wondering, what else can I do at home to improve my English? Let me share a few more things that Alex and Maya did, and trust me, these are powerful. One of the best ways to improve is to create an English-speaking environment right at home. Alex did something brilliant. He labeled everyday items in his house with sticky notes. For example, his chair had a note that said chair, the door said door, and even the fridge had a label saying refrigerator. Every time he looked at these, he would say the words out loud. Simple? Yes. Effective? Absolutely. But he didn't stop there. He turned his phone's language to English. At first it felt strange, but soon he started understanding words like settings, notifications, and updates. Small changes like these made a big difference because they surrounded him with English all the time. Now, let me tell you something personal. When I was learning English, I used to write letters to myself. Yes, letters. I would write about my day, my feelings, or my dreams. Then, I would read them out loud as if I were sharing them with a friend. This helped me not only with speaking but also with expressing myself in English. Try it. You might discover things about yourself while practicing. And here's another secret: music. Maya loved listening to English songs. She didn't just listen, she sang along. She started with slow songs where the words were clear and easy to follow, like Imagine by John Lennon. Singing helped her with pronunciation, rhythm, and even confidence. So pick your favorite song and sing your heart out. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like giving up because English feels too hard? I know that feeling. It's like climbing a mountain that never seems to end. But let me remind you of something important. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. Think about this: when a baby learns to walk, do they give up after falling once? Of course not. They try again and again, even if they fall 100 times. And one day, they take their first step. Learning English is just like that. You might stumble, but each mistake is helping you get closer to fluency. Now, let's talk about the power of stories. Stories are not just for entertainment, they're an amazing tool for learning English. Why? Because they're full of conversations, emotions, and real-life situations. When you read or listen to a story, you're not just learning words, you're learning how to use them in real life. One of my favorite stories to recommend is The Little Prince. It's simple, beautiful, and full of wonderful lessons. When you read it, try saying the dialogues out loud. Pretend you're the characters. This will make your practice more fun and help you understand how sentences are used in different situations. And here's an activity you can start today. Stand in front of a mirror and talk about your day. Pretend you're a news reporter sharing exciting updates with your audience. For example, good evening. Today I went to the park. I saw a dog running and children playing. The weather was sunny and warm. This simple practice builds confidence and fluency. Let me tell you about another student, Sam. Sam wanted to improve his English because he dreamed of becoming a chef in an international hotel. He started watching cooking shows in English. At first, he didn't understand everything, but he would focus on the actions and try to match them with the words. For example, when the chef said, "Chop the onions," he would mimic the action. Within a few months, not only could he follow recipes in English, but he also started speaking like the chefs on TV. The lesson here is clear: combine your hobbies with English practice. If you love movies, watch them in English with subtitles. If you enjoy drawing, describe your artwork in English. When you mix learning with fun, it doesn't feel like work. Before we end this part of the story, let me ask you a question. If you could only choose one activity to practice English every day, what would it be? Let me know in the comments below.